Today, Dave and I are going to tell you what is arguably the most perfect summertime whiskey.
Hand me another ball. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to be reviewing Tincup 10-year and 14-year, which I'm kind of excited about, actually.
Yeah, we've actually been sitting on these for a while, and I was like, Dave, let's just review it during a slow month in summertime. It'll be fine.
It will
and
be.
It has been non-stop releases, like in the whiskey community. Can we please stop doing special releases during the summer?
No. Keep them coming, because I'll miss half of them and try to get at least one or two in my belt. I did. I will try.
You just want me to get them, so that way you can try them that way.
I mean, I do, but I do like having bottles sitting on my on my bourbon cart. I love to have.
That's true.
I don't have bourbon shelves because my wife won't allow it. So I have a bourbon cart filled to the brim with other things. So that's the way it goes.
Fair enough.
Listen, we do this for a good portion of our lives. We do this, and my wife is still like, "Nah, you ain't putting no shelves up in my house."
That's true. So both of these really quick, produced by Tincup. I think this is all MGP, sourced MGP, if I'm correct.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's distilled in Indiana. It's all MGP. The cool thing about them is it is actually older stuff. This is the 10-year and the 14-year, but it is proof down to 84 proof, respectively, on both of them. So MSRP is $55 for that one. This one is $70. I recall getting it from the website and paying a lot more, I feel like.
You might have got taken.
I might have, or maybe they just went down. Somebody put in the comments below if anybody remembers this bottle being almost like $130. Because I feel like that's what I paid.
You might have supposed to got two of them.
I might have actually, I cannot remember.
One broke in the mail. See, that's what had happened.
Look, if we're talking about UPS, y'all know my issues with UPS. I've had, especially with them sending me whiskey legally, by the way. But anyways, yeah. So the mash bill is a blend. I think both these are blends, and it's 64% corn, 32% rye, and then what does that make? Like
4%.
Yeah, 4% malted barley at the end of that, and then the other one I think is actually 100% malted barley blend. So I believe that is the blend for both of them. If I'm wrong on the 14, I know that's 10-year. If I'm wrong for the 14-year, my apologies.
I'm not apologizing.
Somebody in the comments below. Fix it.
All right. This is the 10-year?
Yes, we are trying the 10-year first.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because you were talking while I was pouring. By the way, hit the like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all that good stuff. Tell us if you've tried this.
There's so much more fruit on the nose than what I remember. Both these bottles have been open for months. I don't remember the time of that, if that's important to you. But these have been open for quite a bit.
I really get the baking spice to me is really in there.
I feel
it's
like
kind of like the thing that stands out to me. It's like just the spice in it.
I can't remember that fruit cup you would get from whenever you had cafeteria lunch. That little fruit cup. That's what I'm getting hints of.
I never ate those.
I didn't either.
Anything that's in some kind of congealed liquid that is sticky, I'm staying away from that.
Staying away from that.
There's a little bit of orange note on that.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Yeah, just from the smell alone, I could get on board with the.
There's a lot more oat spice to that than what I would think. Also, I feel like for this being such a low proof, I feel like it has like a really strong nose.
I think it has there's a lot to it, so I'm excited to try it. All right.
I can kind of see the baking spice too.
Now that is brown sugar, sweet, a little bit of, I don't want to call it dirt, but it's earthy to me.
I can see it's like more. I can see what you're saying with some of the some of the earthy tones to it.
Yeah.
I do agree with the brown sugar. That brown sugar actually does kind of pop.
I feel like the brown sugar, I mean, obviously, I don't, it's not going to stay with you long. It's 84 proof, so I don't think it's going to stay with you long. And it doesn't really have like some overpowering finish at all. It's really like a
No, but you
light.
do get some good spice towards the back end of it. I agree that the finish isn't super long, but there is something, for this being as low proof is what it is, I think actually there's a pretty decent finish with that.
Got an oaky finish to it.
But you just have to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
I do agree with the spices. There's actually a lot of like traditional kind of bourbon with this. There's some vanilla, some caramels.
I think you could crush this. This is definitely a summertime.
Yeah, like I really.
I was at a pool party the other day, and I was drinking some bourbon, and people were like, "Wow, you're drinking bourbon? It's so hot out here!" And I was like, "Dude, there are good bourbons for summertime. Like you're drinking some sort of dumb." Truly, or I don't know, whatever it is.
Just don't
and I was
say
like,
High Noon's dumb.
no, High Noon's not dumb. But I was drinking it, and I was like, man, there's some refreshing whiskeys out there. Now, obviously, you're not going to drink them the way that you drink whatever those White Claws or whatever it is that you're drinking. But at the end of the day, this is to me refreshing.
Yeah, I think that's like surprisingly. And I didn't know any. Look, I was just like pretty much most of everybody else out there. I didn't know anything about it until Matt Porter reviewed it.
Yeah.
But this is like surprisingly like I was really happy with it. Sorry, I'm spilling it everywhere on you. This is surprisingly like I think really good.
Yeah.
For the 10-year.
$55 too. That's a. I feel like you're saying $55. That's a steal in bourbon world.
Gosh, ain't that the truth, man?
And I'm saying, I mean, this is a craft, right?
I mean, it's a source craft, but
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I mean, I feel like most craft is source craft at this point.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. That little old distillery up in Indiana.
The little old distillery. Yeah.
Mom and pop.
Prideful Goat says it best.
Right away, that's got a way different. I mean, just way different.
It really is night and day different.
Yeah.
There's so much artificial sugar on this, like funnel cake, cotton candy, kind of just like sweetness to it.
Yeah. I mean, from a nose perspective, I would say I would prefer the 10-year nose to the 14-year nose.
It's also a little bready.
Yes, that's what I was looking
Maybe
for.
like
Like
a roll, like a fresh roll.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I was
like
trying
a
to
Texas
pinpoint it.
Roadhouse
Yeah.
like kind of roll, like comes right out of the oven.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Man, we were just having this conversation in my big bourbon group the other day that who makes the best rolls.
Oh, it's Texas Roadhouse.
I think it's kind of like
Some people like to say Red Lobster with their cheddar biscuits and stuff, and those are fine, but they leave like a weird aftertaste on your palate.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I think they're the most overrated roll out.
Yeah.
Or biscuit, whatever you want to call it.
Stay tuned for our next video. Yeah, this actually that's I kind of pulled away from it.
You know what's bad is I think this 14-year has a really good nose. This crushes it on the nose.
Yes, I agree with that. All right, let me take a sip here before I take a sip.
Caramel,
Yep.
vanilla, maple, with a hard maple candy. Something else there I can't think of.
This reminds me of something. I can't put my finger on it. What it reminds me of.
You know what it reminds me of? And I don't know the candy, but it's like those Halloween candies. They're kind of like they come in like an orange and a black wrapper.
Oh, yes.
I don't think they're very good, but like every old person who has good teeth, they eat them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm not sure what those are made of,
I'm not sure either.
but I'd steer clear of those.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
I feel like the finish on this is longer than
It
the
is.
finish on this one.
Coats a lot more. It's a little bit
Does.
more waxy on the coat. I'm not meaning that in a bad way, but just it coats a lot more on there. It's more drying too.
Yes, way more drying. I agree with that. I like this, and I could see where I would like this at different times, probably more than this. But if we're just talking about like crushable summertime, like this is where it's at.
Yeah, 1000% I agree.
But I do love the drying note on this.
I think this is good. I'm not concerned about ever owning another one of these. This 10-year though is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job with that one. So,
all right, tell us what you think. Tell us if you've tried this. We'd love to hear from you. And until the next time,
see ya.
We'll see you.